how to look like you're rich even if you aren't. Number 1. Wear a trendy pair of shades. More specifically, sunglasses that are transparent enough so people can see your eyes. This is commonly referred to as a smoked lens. If you see a dude wearing a pair of shades and you can still see their eyes through them, you know they have money. Look at all these pics on screen. It's a common trend a lot of famous people do across the board. You ever notice how really famous people wear shades practically everywhere they go? Yeah, like that. Shades are a status symbol and they signify luxury. So if you're always rocking a nice pair of shades, you'll look like money, baby. Number 2. Invest in one expensive item. Spend money on one expensive or designer piece that you can wear a lot so it elevates and brings up your entire look. The pieces that you can get the most out of are sunglasses, duh, jewelry like watches, rings, or a nice bracelet. And the other things you can invest in are a really nice jacket or a really nice pair of shoes. Now, I suggest this stuff over like expensive shirts or jeans because you can wear this stuff every day. If you're wearing the same Gucci shirt every day, people are going to be like, oh my Zeus, does this guy not have clothes? But if you wear the same fancy watch or ring every day or the same pair of fancy shoes a bunch of times, people won't notice as much. And they'll give you a pass because it's a lot more acceptable to wear the same pair of shoes or jewelry than it is the same shirt and pants. Number 3. Wear specs. Specs are basically glasses without a prescription in them. They make you look smarter and a shit ton more sophisticated. I suggest going for a more unique frame to really pull off that expensive vibe. Rounder frames are a good choice, along with frames that are more square at the top and rounder at the bottom. I'll have a bunch of good examples on screen now. Specs are a super easy way to make yourself stand out and look more unique, while simultaneously serving as a dope accessory to your outfits. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, damn Zeus, this shit is way too hipster for me. But it really only looks hipster if you wear it with a bunch of other hipster shit. If you rock it with a normal, stylish-looking outfit, it'll look just fine. Number 4. Invest in a quality fragrance. You want to be wearing a fragrance that 1. Lasts long so you're always smelling like money, 2. Projects well so people can smell you when they get relatively close, and 3. Is mysterious and different than typical colognes. I recommend going to your local Macy's and trying a bunch out to see which one you like best. But if you're looking for a fragrance that smells like money and gives off that mysterious, sophisticated vibe, then I suggest John Varvatos Vintage or John Varvatos Artisan or Bleu de Chanel. Number 5. Invest in a skincare system. Look at all these famous rich people. Yeah, their skin and faces are fucking glowing. If you want to achieve that look, you definitely need to take care of your skin. No question about it. The skincare system I recommend is Tiege Hanley because it's uncomplicated and only adds an extra 2 minutes to my routine. Right after I brush my teeth, I wash my face with their face wash. Then go ahead and apply the super serum to keep my skin firm, soft, and glowing. Then I finish up with the anti-aging eye cream, which has caffeine in it, to get rid of puffiness and dark circles. Eye cream is essential because your eyes are the first thing people notice about you when they look at your face. And if they look all fucked up, then you're definitely not going to give off that luxurious vibe. And of course, if you want to make sure your skin stays smooth and hydrated, you need to end things off with a moisturizer. And Tiege's moisturizer has an SPF of 20 to prevent sun damage. If you ever see someone who's really rich, the first thing you'll notice is how their skin glows, and it's because they have the money to invest in a proper skincare treatment. The price tag of the Tiege Hanley skincare system is ridiculous. It's crazy affordable. And since they're our partner, I even got a sweet discount code for you guys that I'll have listed below along with a link to check them out. Number 6. Wear bold statement pieces. What's a bold statement piece? Shit like this. Shit that only people with money and super slick style would wear. Velvet is a great fabric for this because of how well it takes color and hugs your body. The beauty of statement pieces is that you can find them for relatively cheap at a fast fashion store like Zara, H&M, and ASOS. But if I had to choose one go-to store for these types of pieces at an affordable price, then I highly recommend you check out Zara. These sorts of bold colors and pieces are associated with high fashion and wealth, so they'll definitely make you look baller. Number 7. Wear cropped pants. Cropped pants are a staple of high fashion, and they're even becoming more and more trendy in the fashion scene, which means you need to be rocking them. Cropped pants are a little more luxurious item because they're a little more eccentric than normal pants. And they require a little bit more swag to pull off, but if you can pull them off, then holy shit, you're going to be looking fly as fuck. I suggest going for a white pair, a black pair, or a pair with a check pattern. Number 8. Always wear jewelry and accessorize. Now, you're probably like, what the fuck, Zeus? This is the same shit as the earlier tip, bro. Stop giving me the same advice, unsub. Alright, now that you're done roasting me, let me explain. Wearing a lot of accessories that coordinate with one another will not only bring up your outfit, but it will make you look a lot richer too, because if you look at any famous person, you'll notice they always have a bunch of accessories on. Because that small attention and investment to the details is something typically associated with people who have money. Some good examples are things like wearing a watch and a few bracelets on the same hand, or wearing a watch on one hand and bracelets on the other, depending on your outfit. I also recommend wearing bracelets every time you wear a ring so your wrist doesn't look naked. I'll have some good examples on screen now. Hey, bonus tip, or tip number 8.5. Get a pinky ring, because pinky rings are something that are immediately associated with wealth. And rings are historically known to be a sign of wealth and class, because back in the old times, only kings and noblemen could afford rings, so fuck it, you wear a ring too. Even an inexpensive silver one will turn heads and go a long way. Number 9, wear white shoes. White shoes are a classic, and they're a staple piece that should be in every guy's closet. Also, if you get a crisp pair of white sneakers that are perfectly white, you'll definitely look a lot more luxurious. If you go into any high-end store, you'll see that they all sell white shoes, so the second you throw on a pair, even if they're not that expensive, you'll look like you have money. A tip for keeping your shoes ultra white is to use a shoe protectant spray and cleaner. This will make sure they keep their longevity and make sure you look baller for a long time. Number 10, fit. Make sure all the clothes you're wearing are properly fitted. More specifically, in a slim fit that hugs and tapers your body without squeezing the shit out of your body. The more high-end menswear you try out, the more you'll see that the pieces are always in a slimmer fit than most typical stores. This is because if your clothes are really fitted, it'll look like you had them professionally tailored for you, which obviously costs money. Now, I'm not talking about streetwear brands like Off-White that are specifically a larger, more loose fit. Streetwear and menswear are two totally different things, and streetwear is typically less timeless and classic than typical menswear. But there's a time and place for both. At the end of the day, if you want to look good in your clothing, the fit is infinitely more important than how much you paid for it. And that, my Zeus Dog friends, is it. Hey, leave like a comment if you like the video and be sure to upgrade your skincare game by clicking the link in the description for the awesome deal Tej is doing right now.